Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Gemini. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, so we have Scorpio energy coming through. We also have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. They're viewing you as the Queen of Wands. All right, sexy, confident, successful. And we see the Ace of Swords. Okay, so beautiful. A nice intellectual connection. Also, I feel like there's strong physical attraction. And we have the Hermit card, Virgo energy. So this person may have Virgo and Scorpio in their chart. I feel like you have somebody here who's single, somebody here who's very wise, somebody who's pragmatic, somebody who's very hardworking, very focused. And there's definitely an intensity here to this person, Gemini. The Hermit card can also be somebody who's been a secret admirer of yours. And with the Death card here, I feel like this person is very passionate about you. They've probably been into you for longer than you realize, or when you meet them. Not that they necessarily hide their feelings, but there may be an element here of surprise. So you might be like surprised that this person's feelings run so deep for you. They're also very detail oriented. So I also feel, Gemini, this person's going to remember a lot about you or know a lot of details, like remember what you were wearing the last time or remember the things that you've said to them. All right. There's a sexy energy here to this Scorpio energy. Now, for some of my Geminis, this could be a return, although my intentions for these readings really are that this is someone completely brand new. But I am getting a little bit of a hint here that this could be some sort of reconciliation, or maybe it's somebody who's, come in and out of your life. Not so much like an ex or somebody you've had an off and on relationship with, but maybe someone who like comes into the office every once in a while, or you see out and about every once in a while, or a friend who travels a lot or something. And of course, that's not going to be true for all of my gems out there. All right, so we see this person being very focused, very brave, very intense. A little secretive is what I'm getting. Like this person may be somebody who keeps to themselves. All right, we see the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this person, I feel, Gemini, has been trying to manifest you or manifest someone just like you. I feel like this is somebody who may have their own business or they're a real self-starter. I'm also seeing that this person handles a lot of responsibilities, and they make it look easy. They do it with grace and with ease. All right. And we see the Four of Swords. Yeah, but this person may have been healing after some sort of ending or some sort of loss. But I also feel like this is somebody who takes their time. Like I feel like this is somebody who sits back, they watch, they wait, they've been evaluating you, checking you out. And I feel for some of my gems, it may come as a surprise how you're going to be feeling the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So my gems, maybe you've been patiently waiting to, be with this person or see if they're going to approach you. But I also like the Eight of Pentacles in reverse because I feel like my gems, you definitely need some excitement in your life. And what I like about this Eight of Pentacles in reverse is there's something different here, and you're sensing that. You're sensing that this isn't, this person isn't just like everybody else. There's something very intriguing, very exciting about this person. Yeah, look at this. We see that this person, this may begin as a friendship and evolve over time, or they may kind of keep things kind of casual. Again, I don't think they're stringing you along or anything like that, but and they're not necessarily like a slow burner. That's not what I'm getting, but I do feel like this person holds back a bit because they do want to be sure. And we see Capricorn energy here. I'm hearing California. I don't know if I'm connecting with some gems who are in California or from California, or this person is. But anyway, this person's work and stability are high priority. They're reliable. Okay, there's somebody that you can rely upon to get things done. Yeah, and I definitely feel that energy here from them. You know, like this person, they do take their work and their schedule very seriously. And for some of you, they're like a self-starter. They have their own business. We see mourning. Yeah, for some of you, this person is in a period of loss, or they've or in a period of recovery, or they've experienced loss and they're in a period of recovery. You know, and it could be the loss of a of a loved one. This could be something having to do with work or their finances. It could, or it could be a relationship, for example. So we do see that they're healing. So they're in a period of healing, and that may be too why they're not, they're not rushing forward. We see Gemini energy. So they could be a fellow Gemini, or they have strong Gemini placements. So they're ruled by Mercury. They're the thinkers and the communicators of the zodiac with many facets. So that makes a lot of sense here, Gemini, because the Ace of Swords tells me there's going to be that strong intellectual connection, which I know my Geminis need. You need somebody who can make you laugh. You need somebody here who can, sorry, I'm trying to plug in so we don't lose battery here. Somebody that you can connect with, somebody you can, share witty banter back and forth, share your intellectual ideas. I know that's a real turn on for some of my gems out there. All right, so we see that they're showing up as temperance energy. This person could be a healer. I love the sun and the moon that this temperance card is holding, because it does tell me that this is, this is going to be, there's a beautiful polarity here that's going to create a lot of attraction between the two of you. And again, we get this element of this person healing. So when you meet them, healing from something. And temperance energy is about not rushing into things. So confirmation of all of those messages we were getting earlier. All right. And this is strong Sagittarius energy. All right. We see this person may be bald or buzzed, or maybe they were at some point in time. Now remember, these really specific messages, Gemini, are not going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some of you, okay? All right, we see this person may have a really jealous ex. You may know about this, especially if this person is a friend, or they may tell you about that. They may have had quite a difficult ending, or like a toxic relationship there with somebody that didn't want to let them go. Okay, and we see African. Okay, so this person could be African, maybe their ex is, or they could be of African descent, or there's some sort of African connection, which may not be readily apparent. I mean, maybe for some of you it is, but maybe for some of you it's not readily apparent, but it may be something you find out in hindsight. Okay, that they did work in Africa, they lived in Africa, Africa's on their bucket list, their grandparents are African or something. And we see from down under. So the same goes for that Australian energy here coming through. All right. So what else do my Geminis need to know about this person? What else do my Geminis need to know about this person? What else do my Geminis need to know about this person, please? Okay, so we see that their hair color could be red, gray, pink, blue, purple, burgundy, or mixed color. Now, it doesn't have to be right now. Maybe this is somebody who used to change up their hair color or wore funky hair color in the past. Some of you, they have some grays coming through. All right. But again, take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, we see some of you, you may be meeting this person online. Okay, I feel like that's some of you, because for a lot of you, I do feel like this person may already be around you in some capacity. Maybe when they reach out to you, they're online, or maybe some of you meet this person originally online. The message is there. And we see ready for love. So yeah, despite what this person, has gone through, and despite the fact that they may hold back and make sure that they, that things are right first, or they feel comfortable or confident, this person is ready for love, stability, security, marriage. All right, anything else we need to know here about this person? Anything else we need to know about this person, please? All right, they may speak with an accent, so they're from a different city, state, country, or region, or maybe the language you speak with them is not their first language. Okay, music will be playing when they ask you out. So again, a lot of you, this is somebody you know or you meet in person. Of course, it could be an online connection and you say, hey, let's just go for coffee and see if this is going to become something more. Okay. All right, we see their first, middle, or last name may begin with a vowel. Okay. And this person may wear more than 2 rings frequently. So this could indicate somebody who has been married and divorced here, but it could also just be somebody here who likes to wear jewelry. Okay. Now, how they're viewing my Geminis here, we see the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands says that you may have some Aries, Leo, or Sag in your chart, but they see you as sexy. They see you as attractive. They see you as very successful. They see you as somebody who generally gets what they want, who gets a lot of attention, who deserves a lot of attention. Ooh, we see the Knight of Swords here. So I do get a little bit of that secret admirer vibes, or those secret admirer vibes, because the Knight of Swords wanted to come out in the upright, but then it came out in reverse. So at times, Gemini, you might be a bit confusing to this person. They might feel like, okay, we should move forward, or maybe we don't. Again, some of my Geminis, you might be, very active socially, or maybe you're dating other people. So sometimes you talk to them, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they have clarity, sometimes they don't. All right. But again, that swords energy tells me that there's a strong intellectual connection. And we see the Devil in reverse, Capricorn energy. So this person, feels like, for some of my Geminis, they're not sure if you're leaving someone or something behind or not. That could be bad habits, or it could be like a toxic or karmic relationship, because I do feel like this is most likely somebody who knows quite a bit about you and maybe even your dating history. So they might be kind of back and forth here if like you're done with someone or something. But I do see ultimately with the Devil in reverse, this person does feel like, that you would make a healthy partner, that you two would get along really well, that you have the same goals. And how my Geminis are going to be feeling, we see the sun card. I don't know why I said the star. The sun is technically a large star, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, the sun, Leo energy tells me that, that this is something that's going to make you very happy once you know how this person really feels, Gemini. And I feel like you're going to feel passionate about this person. You're going to sense growth and expansion here with this person. I also feel like there's such a warm energy here. I mean, it's kind of funny. She's out in her bathrobe and it's kind of windy, but it's like she's still feeling warm. She's feeling protected. So I do think that's how you're going to be feeling about this person. Like you can, you don't always have to show up your best or be perfect. Maybe some of you, this person has seen you like when you just wake up, or has seen you, in your bathrobe or something. I mean, I don't know if they're a neighbor or something, but I just kind of get this element of like you also care very much about your appearance, and I think you always look good, Gemini. But again, there's something about this person that makes you feel like you don't have to be, you don't have to perform. Like you can just be yourself. Like they'll accept you however you are. I like that energy. I really like that energy there. Like this person, isn't expecting perfection. And I feel like you can not like, it doesn't mean you can relax, right? It's not like you're relaxing your standards or letting yourself go here, but you can just relax. You don't have to be on edge. You feel like you don't have to be perfect. They see you as imperfectly perfect, right? What else they really admire about you, we see the dilettante energy, which to me is very Gemini energy, because I know my gems out there, you've got your fingers in a lot of different pies. You're always doing a lot of different stuff. You tend to be quite social. I mean, I know not every Gemini out there is, but like, you go out, you see friends, you listen to music, you go to movies, you have a lot of interests. And this person sees that in you. And they also really like that about you. So they see you as the dilettante archetype, that you delight in the arts without having to be a professional. and alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So they also see you as somebody who's fun, who likes to go out, who has a lot of interests and hobbies, but also someone who's so far from superficial, or very far from being superficial. And we see the addict energy. Now, some of my Geminis, this person may be meeting you at a point in time when you're cleaning up your life. So maybe you're quitting drinking, or you're quitting smoking, or you're quitting a person who's a bad habit. But they do see you as recognizing and confronting addictive behavior, so that you are concerned with, falling into any sort of traps of addiction or bad habits. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I love this, because I also feel this is very Gemini energy, that you're determined to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, and you have an ability to see things with fresh eyes. Yeah, so just this like fun energy here for sure. I mean, there's definitely some heavier stuff. There's definitely some intensity here, but they see you as fun. They see you as fresh. They see you as someone who, not only is a good time, but somebody that they can, have this witty banter with, but also explore deeper emotions and also deeper conversations, have deeper conversations with. All right, beautiful. All right, the Ace of Swords tells me that this is going to be something brand new. I feel this is something that is completely in alignment with you, Gemini. Strong intellectual connection. It may also represent the end of a karmic cycle for you in relationships, because I do feel like this person is very different. Okay, and they may be healthier is what I'm feeling, like a healthier relationship experience. What else do we need to know here about this person, this relationship? Okay, we see to restore faith and connection. Wow. So this connection reopens your heart to trust, reminding you that meaningful bonds are still possible. Yeah, so just when you're feeling like giving up on love, or there are no good ones out there, boom, this person comes through. So this meeting occurs while you're focused on your own growth, Gemini, your own growth, goals, or healing. The connection aligns with what you are already building. Beautiful. Yeah, and we see that with the Devil in reverse there. And it could be for both of you. You both have probably recently made some decisions to, be healthier, or to do things differently. All right. And this connection reveals what has been unspoken or hidden, allowing honesty to create clarity. And I feel like that's kind of the message I was getting here also with this woman in her bathrobe. Allowing, this is allowing you to be really honest with yourself and with them. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. But it's not in like a take it or leave it kind of combative way, right? It's like, this is who I am. This is what I look like when I'm put together. This is what I look like when I roll out of bed. And I feel like there's a beautiful honesty here between the two of you. But I also think that this person holds space for you, listening to you, having deeper conversations, and there's going to be a lot that's reflected back at you, and also for this person. But also, I feel like some shadow work is going to come to the surface here as well. And like, without even trying, some of the shadows are going to come to the surface, and, you may laugh about it or you may cry about it, but it feels like you have somebody here who's willing to, hold space for you as this work happens. And most likely you're doing the same for them. I hope that makes sense. And we get confirmation here that this connection encourages you to show up as you truly are, right? So sometimes that's in your bathrobe, rolling out of bed. Other times that's you, walking out of the house looking like a 10, being completely put together. But there's this real honesty here, and I feel that's super, super refreshing, Gemini. Like, you can just be yourself with this person. All right, so let's see. Is there anything else my Geminis need to know? Is there anything else my Geminis need to know here, please, Spirit? Natural evolution. Yeah, let the situation unfold naturally. Exactly. Proposal. This person is going to pursue you. All right? They are going to be the one to ask you out or take this relationship to the next level. Your romance is about to evolve and level up. And for some of you, it's a friendship that's about to evolve and level up. I love this. There's freedom here. This is one of my favorite cards healthy space and room to breathe. It's exactly what you need. But the reason you can have this healthy space and room to breathe is because there's trust here. You know, you're not going to be worried about what the other one is doing, who they're talking to, because there's trust. And we see workplace romance. So some of you, work could be what brings you together. But this card says common cause connection. So you may be being brought together through work or some sort of common cause or passion. But to me, that's just like the ultimate compatibility card. All right. Any important dates or times for my Geminis, please? Any important dates or times for my Geminis, please? Okay, so there's something here some of my gems may need to let go of. Devil energy in reverse, confirmation. All right, so we see the month of October. So we did see Scorpio energy here. Okay, so maybe your person is a Scorpio, or maybe you look back and you see, oh, this person came into your life, or you first started noticing them, noticing you in October. It could be a birthday. It could be that there was something important that happened in your life or in their life in October. All right, and we see as early as next week, this person may be coming into your life, coming back into your life, or this connection is going to the next level. All right, my lovely Geminis, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.